don't know if you noticed, I lost my voice. Doesn't matter. Who cares, right? It's not about me, it's about you guys. I thought of doing vlogs because the last one I did was a bachelorette party vlog in Vail, and I really liked that idea. Like, it wasn't just me talking about how amazing my life is and showing you inspiration about how you should change your life so that it's better, even though like some of that shit is so aesthetically fake. And I don't really like that because one, it's a lot of work to clean up and make everything pretty. Like, life is just not that pretty all the time, and I don't want to convey that in vlogs. But in general, I don't want to convey that life is perfect because it ain't. And then two, if I can vlog about life, I want it to be helpful because it's quite important that anything I put in my content, for me, I'm a helper. I mean, that's just my personality type because of baggage. But it's actually a useful skill and I enjoy helping people. So if it's not helpful and it's just aspirational, that's not really my head. I don't like it when things look pretty all the time. And I also feel the same way with food. Like, it's nice if my food looks good, but that's not the purpose of my food. My food is to eat, to give me energy, to like enjoy, and it doesn't have to look good. Anyways, enough about me. So the vlog. Recently, I have been having a lot of problems with my knees. I have runner's knees. If you guys know anything about running, sometimes if you run too much and you don't properly run, you don't have good form, you don't stretch beforehand, you don't warm up beforehand, which I never did any of that shit. And so I started getting issues with my knees, and what's been helping me with my knee issues is that I'm doing a lot of these knee focused exercises with this Pilates YouTuber that is just amazing. She did this one knee exercise thing that I've been doing religiously now that I have knee problems. I'll link it down below, but also here's me exercising and helping my knees feel better by strengthening the muscles around the knee. So my issue is that I can't rest because I have a toddler. I rest as much as I can, but like, I have a toddler, so it's not something I can do. I don't have that luxury, so I got this cane. I also put it in this one video with millennials trying to be zennial video. The cane is amazing. I got it at the 99-cent store, and I really dig in it. It's like this wooden cane, 99 cents, so you can't go wrong. I mean, I got lucky too. I've never seen canes at the 99-cent store, but I got very lucky with that. And I've been using that to dance with my kid. I've been using it to like go hiking. I mean, there's other things you could do. Obviously, I use biofreeze on my knees to get that cooling. Ice is great and compression is great. I got knee compressions. I've also been working on my core. I was adamant about not doing anything with my core beforehand because it didn't mean anything to me. And now that I have knee problems, a huge thing is that your core is weak. But I also found a track I could run on, so I'm excited to see if I can get on that. And I'm also gonna try barefoot running. It's like minimal shoe running. We'll see how that all goes. A lot of experimentation to see what to do so that I can run again, because that is one of my passions in life and I don't want to give that up yet. Obviously, if it was summer, I would be hitting the pool if I could. I would love to be in the pool. So I've been using Seconds. It's an app. I used to be really adamant about basically a gym rat kind of bullshit, which is fine for everyone else, but like, it's not my forte. I don't like to count. I don't like to push myself. I push iron. I don't find it that amazing, and I stopped using the app. But now that I have to do core again, now that I have to start stretching again, and like, I would like to have a routine down that I don't have to think about. Seconds app is amazing because this app does it for you. It's customizable. I don't have to think about, and I don't have to make a timer every time. It costs like $5. I mean, if you guys can't fork up $5 so that your life is slightly easier, then I don't know. This isn't the YouTuber for you, but you can customize it. So now that I'm focusing on abs, point of doing core for me is to make sure that I have better knees, I can run better. So I've been doing all these things that would help with running. And you could put rest in between, so you just press play and then it tells you what to do. I've been using this for years, totally worth it. Okay, so this is a different day. What happened was I was looking through my film. I thought I uploaded all the videos. One of them is missing, and so now I have to fill in the gaps, and I don't remember exactly what the gap was because I also deleted the script, which is so, I'm learning. I started using green shampoo. You can't tell anymore, which is a great thing, that my hair was more red. It had a lot of red tones in the hair. I think it's just too warm. So I was like, my hair is too red. I need to do something about it. Green shampoo is a really huge thing to like help mitigate that red tones in your hair, and these are natural tones that come out of my hair because I'm Asian. I have like redness in my hair naturally. So what I did was I made my own green shampoo using a Herbal Essences shampoo, and I wash my hair and I keep it on for a few minutes, and then I wash it out of my hair. And I noticed that my blonde parts of my hair, the bleach parts that are down here below, started turning greenish. The lighter hair takes more color than the darker hair. I think the best thing I did was I put put the green and the purple shampoo together, so it's kind of this ashy kind of color, and I just put it all in my hair, and I think it's done a really good job. I feel like my blondes are still kind of blonde, not green. Definitely I can tell that the redness is going away, so that's really helpful. It's not perfect, it's not there yet, but it's getting there. If you're having orange in your hair, you can also use blue. I sometimes use blue and green in my shampoo. Lanolin. It's like from a sheep's coat. Don't quote me, but like, you should never quote me. I never know what I'm talking about. It is one of those mother things that you don't know about to your mother. It's nipple cream. You put it on your nipples while you're trying to breastfeed. It keeps breaking. The skin keeps breaking as you breastfeed, and you're trying to have it heal, but also learning in the beginning is hard when you're a mom, but also it's really protective after you have a breastfeeding session. Anyways, I love it. I've been using it ever since for other things. We use it as a chapstick, and I'm just gonna switch to using this nipple cream because it's just so amazing. Actually, so this is such a dumb thing too, because I don't care that my kid keeps scratching her face. She has like lots of scars on her face, keeps scratching her face. I have like bigger fish to fry than caring that my kid's face doesn't look perfect. Like if the scab was on some other part of my kid's body, no one would tell me about it. No one would chronically be like, you need to like do this to fix it. You need to fix this, you need to fix that. You need, oh, your kid's scratching her face. Oh, I feel so bad for you. I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter. Who cares? And like, doesn't make them lesser, and you don't have to fix my problem. I just don't like it. I don't like how superficial people could be. I don't like how people think this is the biggest deal ever. My kid can't hear. She just had tube surgery. That's like so much bigger in my head than her face and what it looks like, and that she has scabs on it. Who cares? Anyways, I digress. So I didn't care, but then I figured that maybe I could try something new. Like I thought, oh, let's use the nipple cream and put it on her face. And I literally do that after bath time with the routine, because we tried other stuff before and it didn't work. Like we tried putting hydroperoxide on. She hated that. She hated how it felt. She cried every time. And then we tried Neosporin. She never noticed that, but never healed. And then this, of course, the nipple cream helps, because this nipple cream should be advertised for other shit because it's so useful. It could be a lip balm. Whoever wants to take this idea, I hope you run with it and then become a billionaire, because it's a good idea and you're actually helping other people, so you're welcome for the idea. Highly recommend buying yourself some. Put it on your lips, put it on the back of your hands, put it on your elbows, put it on places that tend to dry. Oh, baking soda. This is a small part of my life, but let me talk about it. We had maggots on the floor. It was very stressful when I realized that we were growing maggots on the floor. A little bit of an infestation, a little bit. It was pretty disgusting. I had my kid, it was like 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. She's like looking at them. She wants to play with them. I'm like, oh fuck, this is not good. I call my husband out. We try to pick up and kill as many maggots as we can. We decided to use bleach and mop the floor, because that would kill the shit out of all those insects, and then have it dry. But then our cat was in the house with us, and then he actually got allergic reaction to the bleach. His skin got all fucked up. He kept trying to lick it. It looked like pretty bad. So we went to the vet. That cost $250, and he's much better. But then it made us think, you can't use bleach. You have to use like natural cleaning supplies. I digress. So natural cleaning supplies made me buy baking soda. Baking soda is amazing for, it's not super amazing. It obviously doesn't do the job that you want your other shit to do, the other strong shit, obviously. But it's not so bad for the environment. It's cheap. It aligns with my values. So it's great for grout. It's good for the sinks. And then you spray it down with vinegar, which makes it this chemical reaction that like feeds off of the grime and stuff. All to say that I read somewhere that to help your teeth stay white and pearly and clean it, you could use baking soda. And I was like, oh my god, why did I never think of this? It's such a good idea. So now I put a little bit of baking soda in like a little jar thing, and I take my toothpaste with my electric toothbrush, which is so much more effective. You should buy an electric toothbrush. It's just like you barely do anything, and it cleans way better than you would have done. And it'll brush your teeth and make you look pearly white. Dip my toothbrush that has toothpaste on it into the baking soda, and then I scrub away. It tastes a little salty, but like you wash it out, you rinse it out. It's actually a great mouthwash as well. So supposedly, I mean, I should still wash my mouth with mouthwash, but ain't nobody got time for that. I think my teeth are a little less yellow than they were before, so you tell me. I think it's working. So it's natural, it's cheap, it's great. I've been killing it with using that. So your girl had like a clogged up earwax. If you want to skip this, just skip it. I was swimming a lot, so I thought I had swimmer's ear. Good God. Anything you do, you got problems. It is very hard to live life. I thought I had swimmer's ears. I went to urgent care and they told me that it was so fucking clogged that they couldn't tell if I had swimmer's ear. They said I possibly still could have had some kind of infection, but they had to unclog it. They took warm water and pushed it into my ear so that it break down the wax, and then eventually the wax came out. It was disgusting. I'll show you here. Oh, so disgusting. I love it. I love it. And it smelled gross too. They recommended using this natural earwax thing. So you put drops in your ears, sit down for a few minutes, lay down so that it like stays and melts the wax, and the wax slowly comes out of the sides of your ears. I know, it's gross. I was like using it, I was like, this shit's amazing, and then my my belly button. So my belly button's weird. It's like very much inward, and then you kind of have to clean it out, and it's kind of disgusting, and I don't do it very often, to be honest. And so it started to hurt. It actually started to feel pain in there, and I could tell it from wax building up, disgustingness. So I thought it was a good idea to put the earwax thing into my belly button, and it started to foam out. Disgusting wax came out. It was like white and disgusting, smelled awful. Oh, I loved it. I was like, this is a $1 billion idea. Why not I just email the company? Let me just summarize. I said, to whom it may concern, your product is amazing. I've been using it for a few months and I love how it removes earwax naturally, easily. I actually started using it on my belly button to remove all the wax and build up in there. I thought this was an amazing project idea for you guys. All you have to do is make sure that you market it in a different way, and then boom, you have like a new product, which is the same product. And I said, you're welcome for your multi-million-dollar idea. Yours truly, da 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 da. Espresso. I have an espresso machine-ish. It's not a machine. It's called a bialetti. It's like this Italian press thing. I've had a bialetti for years, since college. I think that's been 10 years, my God, so long. And I don't know how to use it. And I was like, you know what, it's time. I have to figure out what's the difference between coffee or espresso in general. So I did some research, and it says through Google, don't quote me if I'm wrong, espresso and coffee is made from coffee beans. It's the fineness of the ground that matters. You want your coffee beans to be ground so much that it's powdery, and that is espresso. You could choose a shitty coffee, and we use pretty shitty coffee. Sometimes we use the illy coffee when it's on sale, but most of the time we use Aldi coffee that's like dark roast. You just have to find a dark roast coffee to grind up. We use a dark roast coffee, it's pretty cheap. It's not very great. And then you boil water on the side. You put the boiled water into the bottom part, and then you put your powdered coffee espresso in, and then you pat it down. Swirl the top on. You put it on the stove. I do a low to medium. I think that's like a good amount of heat, but it's not too hot and it's not too slow that it takes forever to make coffee. There you go. That has been very helpful. It has changed our coffee experience. It was decent before. I can't say that wasn't decent, because the Bialetti just does a really good job, but I think it has enhanced the coffee experience so much that I thought it was good enough to share online, because I think if you guys are into good quality coffee, you want it to be cheap and affordable and whatever, like this is the best thing you could do. That was a lot, I'm not gonna lie, that was a lot. Wow. Oh, okay, last thing. Serious thing, you can leave now if you don't want to listen to this. It's about gun control. So I don't know why this is even a controversial topic. If you guys don't know, the news is a 72-year-old man came into a dance studio in Monterey Park and shot up the whole place. 10 people were killed, a lot of other people were injured. And he also tried to go to this other place in Hamburg called Lai Lai. My in-laws go to Lai Lai. It's like fucking scary. Like, I grew up in Monterey Park. This is like, you never think it was gonna happen to your city. I mean, I'm Asian, you know? Like, I didn't think this was gonna happen to our demographic. I don't know, I think it's like, sometimes the news does not affect me. If I can't help them, I'll try to donate. I can't help everyone. I need to try to help myself. But I also think you do have to help people when you feel a type of way. This really is close to home. This is important to me. This is important to my family. I don't want to have to worry about my kid going to public school and like being shot up, because that is definitely something all moms worry about. And that's like just the tip of the iceberg. Like, in general, look at this. This is like an older man going to these dance studios, and it can happen anywhere. I guess I'm saying that I have all these emotions, and actually you'll see in the video that I'm crying because I'm just like processing everything. I was just like feeling everything. I was feeling fear, I was feeling anger, I was feeling sadness, like all these emotions, and I cried. Like, actually working out is a great stress reliever. Like, if you can't cry, just try to work out, because that's what I was doing. I was trying to work out, but also I'm grateful that I can cry and I know how to cry, and I just let it out when I'm feeling sad. And you can see there that I'm also comforting myself. It's like these tips that you can use to like deal with the stress that's in your body, but that doesn't change the stress that's outside of your body, right? So I figured I have all this emotion, I have all this anger, all this fear, all this whatever, and I want to do something productive with it. So I figured I'd talk about it on YouTube. I mean, again, this is not usually my forte, and I don't care about politics. I mean, I do care, but I also can't care all the time, you know? But I care about this, so I'm gonna talk about it. And what I'm gonna do, the interesting thing is, before therapy, I figured I couldn't do anything. I was quite powerless. I can't do anything to help all these sorts of situations. And besides, I also have a very cynical view of life. I don't know if that's like an Asian thing or like my upbringing or whatever, but like, I always think all these politicians they're in the pockets of the NRA or something. Even on the liberal side, nothing can change. But I don't know, I want to believe that we can do something. It doesn't have to be big, it just has to be the little things. And if all of us little people can do something small, then it's enough, you know? That's how I believe, or want to believe. And of course, it's not only about gun control, and it's a lot of it also has to do with mental health, and we all could use a little bit of therapy, a little bit of medication. I use anti-anxiety medication here and there. I also go to therapy regularly, and I hope to be a good role model for that because I am a lot happier for it, and I feel like my life is a lot better because of it. Like, you might look like you're crazy because you're addressing the fact that you're crazy, but like every fucking person is crazy, and the fact that you address that you're crazy, it keeps you one step forward to finding solutions to your craziness so that you're a better person, your life is better, and everything just increases in a positive upward spiral if you go to therapy. So I highly recommend it. Back to the gun control issue. So what can we do? I don't want to feel powerless. I want to do something about it. So I have anger. I'm going to write the most angry letter, and I'm going to send it out to all these people that are on the top, like my representatives. I'm going to make sure that I vote for politicians that are adamant about gun control and that they're not in the pockets of NRA. I want to find a politician, a representative that aligns with my values, and I'm going to vote. You Zennials need to believe that you are not as powerless as they want you to fucking believe. They want you to believe that you have no power. They want you to not vote. They don't want you to vote. They don't want you to have a voice, but you have a voice. So don't fucking let them take that away from you. I don't have the time or the energy to go to rallies and protest. I really, really, really wish I did, but I'm gonna be honest, those are not the things I have right now. I have money, I don't have time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna donate, and hopefully my donation to gun control activists out there can really help them fight, because I don't have the time to do that. And that's a huge thing for me too, and I think it's important to address that you don't have the time of the day to do everything, and you don't have to feel like the whole world's responsibilities and all their shit is on you. It's not on you. But if you can do something, wherever you can do it, just do it. Like, if you can vote, vote. If you're 17 but you don't have any money, but then go to a protest and rally. There are things everyone could do that's like specific to your lifestyle, then do it. But you don't have to do everything. Don't put that on yourself. You're not responsible for everyone's problems. You're not responsible for the whole world. You're not responsible for this guy who's like shooting up everything. I feel like I live, it's supposed to be the land of the free. It's more like the land of the feared. I don't know. Anyways, this is just my thought process. I don't know. I can't fix the world either. I'm trying my best, but it's hard times, guys. I hope you guys are staying safe, and I wish things are better. America was better. Like, this is quite embarrassing. I used to like being American. I used to be very proud of being American, and now I just feel very embarrassed and sad and scared. And I don't want to live here anymore. To be honest, if I'm smart enough and I make enough money, I'm fucking out. I'm finding a new place to live. Like, Sweden looks great. I mean, it's cold as shit, but I don't care. I don't need it to be warm. I want it to be a nice place to live. And Australia looks nice. New Zealand looks nice. I mean, there's a lot of Vietnamese people out in that area, so that's my hood. I hope most of this was helpful. I hope if you feel a type of way about gun control too, I hope this gave you the confidence to like do something about it. Let me know in the comments section. You know, if you guys have like better tips than the ones I have, let me know in the comments below. I just want interaction so that I can become famous someday, to be real. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe. Mwah. Bye.